documents here. We sold the property.
Okay, okay, that's great
Yeah,
news.
so, yeah, we need every penny we can.
Mr. Ford, I can only imagine. I can only imagine.
Yeah,
This pandemic really has shifted not only the agency but the country, the world.
yeah, and I think that just it's given us the opportunity to kind of reflect and if you survive this thing, another shot at living life a different way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How is the shoulder?
Pretty good. I'm still, going to physical therapy, but
Yeah.
interestingly enough, I've got pretty good range of motion, that kind of thing.
Okay.
And I had a very good surgeon, and I've done it once before with my right shoulder, so I kind of
Okay.
knew if I do things the right way and listen to him and not try and rush things, then I'll be okay. So,
Okay.
but,
Right.
hey, I got one more signature to make, and then I'm all yours. But
Yes, sir.
congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was actually, to be honest with you, I was doing a small campaign. I was not going to run again. I wanted to, kind of focus more on JTA and just moving forward. But I got nominated by a few individuals, and I actually went to them and said, "Hey, are you serious about me running again?" And
Yeah.
right, and I say, I'll do it one more round. So, we have
Well, the
a
thing is, those folks that ask you to consider it,
yes, sir.
those should be the first folks you call on to help lessen the load.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mhm.
Right. So yeah, thank you for that. We definitely have a exciting group. We have two new elected officers, and then three of us, including myself, retained our seats. So we have a full board, and they're eager to take Compto Jacksonville to new heights. So I'm very excited about this group.
Great.
Right.
14, 2020.
Yeah.
All right, that was the last one.
Hmm.
And I got your agenda here.
Yes. Yes.
So, Conto Jax,
Yeah.
I think that, you know, just in terms of any advice or what I see is,
Right.
I see you're doing really, really well with the organization. So I'm kind of glad that you stepped up and took that leadership role. There is a resource that's available to you that may have been visible to you, but that's Greer Gillis.
Yes.
All
Yes.
right, so I would try and get on her calendar
Hmm.
if you haven't already, and talk about the chapter and getting her involved. I think having an ELT member actively involved will be very good because that'll be direct line to me, direct line to the ELT here at the JTA.
Yes, sir.
And I know that at the end of the day, you're really trying to pull in transportation folks from a whole lot of different perspectives, be it the airport, the port, and I guess freight and things of that nature. But I think your foundation is going to probably always be the JTA, and so
Yes, sir.
having that support from executive leadership will be critical. So between her, Cleveland,
Yeah.
myself, you got a lot of horsepower, and maybe that's another piece of advice is
Hmm.
strategic. How do you use us without making it seem like it's too JTA
Yes.
oriented? I know you got to balance that out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Most definitely. I know one thing that we're working on is not only just trying to provide the traditional guest speakers, and they come and provide essential information for our organization. We definitely want to we want so I know our focus is on transportation. We're founded on transportation. But the idea is to bring in even some individuals in the area of non-traditional transportation, like healthcare. You have other entities that can come and share some information that can really make this organization more diverse, if I can say,
Yes.
To utilize, Mr. Ferguson, yourself, and Miss Greer. Actually, Miss Greer actually reached out to me this past week, and we actually have a slot for her to, to become a member of Jacksonville chapter. So, you know, any advice, any expertise, knowledge that because you guys are, the ultimate leaders that we look for direction and advice. So, and that's the reason why I wanted this meeting to happen is because to share with us or share with me some advice on despite the COVID-19 and all the things that's going on in America, we are still eager to produce on a high level. We still want to reach out to the community. Mr. Ford, we have a great platform under the leadership since I've been the president. We partner with 107.9 radio stations, so we are utilizing their airways to communicate about Compto locally and nationally. So we're able to reach out to really thousands of people right now. So and even Mr. Ferguson, last December, he came on the show. And actually, they have a slot for a member for Compto to be on the show on Saturdays morning, like every Saturday morning from 8 to 9. Whoever is available on the board, we have a chair at the station, the radio station, to engage about transportation or to engage about things that's happening on a local level here in Jacksonville. Right. So that is definitely a avenue that we want to continue to utilize. And the radio station definitely want to hear more about the JTA and the JAA and the different entities to even push out to the community. So definitely.
Can you touch bases with David Cotton? I'd love to do that.
Okay, I'll definitely do that.
And I mean, I'm not doing any real traveling anytime soon. So
okay.
Saturday I'm usually up between 8 and 6 o'clock or 5 and 6 o'clock anyway. So
okay.
I kind of walking around with a cup of coffee. This would be great for me to go do that, and I'd love to. I can talk about Compto.
Yes, sir.
Locally, Compto nationally, and then talk about the JTA. So those would be the three things I'd love to talk about.
Okay, Compto, locally, nationally, and JTA.
Right.
That's great. That's great. What I do is I will get with Mr. David and we'll coordinate, and we'll definitely get you on the calendar so you can communicate on that platform and get the message out. So we'll definitely appreciate that.
Yeah. You mentioned focus on transportation, but other subjects. I wholeheartedly agree.
Yes, sir.
Because I think being successful is not about just the craft that you're responsible for,
right,
or your industry, which is transportation. I think being successful has a lot to do with physical well-being, mental well-being, and things of that nature. Also, an overall knowledge about, for me, a little bit about everything.
Yes.
And so with that being said, you got COVID going on right now. Yesterday, we had Dr. Haley from UF Health do one of our pop-up sessions where they come in and talk about things. And it'd be great for your members just to do, and I think with this, I'll tell you, the bad thing about this virus is people can't get together to kind of meet face to face. The good thing is you could have 100 to 200 people on a Zoom.
Yes.
Maybe not.
Well,
You're limited to 75 people or something like that. I'm not sure. But you're limited to a certain number. You could have a session, while you're having, I guess, your guest speaker kind of thing, you can have sessions that are in the evening over a glass of wine and everybody's at home, and you can have somebody like a Dr. Haley talk to you for about an hour about what's happening with COVID. You could have Andre Wallace with Jax USA talk to you about what kind of businesses are coming to Jacksonville and what impacts will it have on transportation. They can always tailor their commentary towards transportation.
Right.
You got some brothers here who are with Bank of America that have Bank of America is looking to do a great deal as it relates to investing in the African American community or community of colors. You can have them come on and talk about financial, financial climate, what's happening with the economy and that kind of stuff. So your members get more more than just the transportation kind of thing. And that's why I thought it was great. You got Nat Glover to talk about leadership.
Yeah.
Then you got Uncle Wright.
Yes.
So it's not always the Nat Fords and the Clevelands coming to talk about transportation. You got
Right.
other folks coming in to talk about other elements. So
Yeah.
I think you're 100% right to go in that direction.
Right. Right. And that's our aim. You know, we had a retreat this past last month, June 25th. And we talked about, you know, the focus, the goal, you know, guest speakers. But however, Mr. Ford, the issue that I have is, you know, we have, when it comes down to small businesses, you know, minority businesses, and contracting opportunities. It looks like from the outside looking in that prime contractors, these huge companies, you know, they have all these resources, and they're taking over, and they're picking and choosing, you know, who they want to work with, you know, and
we just ran into that problem a couple of weeks ago.
right, and in a way, I understand from a prime contractor perspective that if you don't kind of learn their process and how they do work, they may not want to, you know, do business with you or have you as a DBE or a sub consultant or contractor. With these next 2 years, I just want to see that needle shift a little bit. I want to see, and by using Compto as a platform, to have a podcast, you know, to bring in prime contractors, to bring in small business owners, minority, you know, women-owned business owners, and have a discussion, like a real discussion, Mr. Ford, that leads to action. That at the end of the day, you know, these minority business owners, they feel so confident that, you know, there's opportunities just, you know, days away or weeks away. You know, so like the content has to be.
I mean, that's critical now, right, because there is this contraction that's going on, right, in the economy.
Yes. And I just did some research a couple of days ago in regards to these small businesses and who, you know, which race was hit the hardest, and African American is leading the pack. I mean, it's down like 41%. And then Latin American owners were down like 26%, no, 32%. And then Asian was down 26%. And this is like across the nation. So, and I do understand that, you know, due to COVID-19, you know, they have to bring things back in and reevaluate how they do business, like a restaurant. You know, now it's really no more dining in, right? You have to take out, you know. And then now technology is very important right now for these small businesses to adapt to the change, because even with the restaurants, you know, the way to call in to order your meals now, I mean, that has changed. So it's I think that, you know, when I get back with my board and reach out to, you know, just employees with JTA to come up with a topic and make sure that the content is there. So whenever we bring on the prime contractors and the small businesses, you know, they are well prepared to discuss and plan action.
Well, I have no problem with the chapter pulling together some type of forum related to this, and then JTA being a sponsor, or our Department of Department of Equity and Equal Opportunity being a sponsor of it. And you get the other agencies that participate, that kind of thing, and as well as the city and that kind of thing. But you could make it like a morning kind of forum or an all-day forum or something like that to kind of share experiences of small businesses.
Right.
Then you can have prime contractors kind of speak to it. But I think, you know what I would do also? You know, and again, I don't like to try and get into suggestions because you're closer to this. Why not create an annual award kind of program where you are rewarding prime contractors for efforts that they make? I mean, companies, especially now,
recognition,
they
yes,
want the recognition that and so you could package it into a set of awards, which is awards related to diversity in terms of their management team or leadership team in their organization, diversity in terms of their relationship with small business and disadvantaged business owners, that kind of thing. And maybe you culminate with a CEO kind of award
Right.
for the business. And you're looking at the ViStars, you're looking at the Jaguars, you're looking at those large organizations
Wow.
because they think right now whether they put it on their shelf or not,
Right.
they're looking for any kind of affirmation that they embrace diversity.
Mm-hmm.
So as a chapter, could you create this kind of forum, but the forum ends with a luncheon, and at that luncheon, you're giving away those kinds of awards, and you could have it in a governmental area, and you could have it in a private sector area too.
Good. Okay. Okay. I
Right?
definitely. Yeah.
So we got like a plaque or one of those glass kind of etchings or something like that.
Right.
And the thing is, you're raising the awareness. You're going to have folks that hopefully compete for it, but you're raising the awareness, and at the end of it,
Mm-hmm.
you got them looking to get that award, and you can make it the first annual thing.
Yes.
And create some excitement of it.
Right. 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 Thank you for that suggestion. Yeah. We had a couple of first annuals last year. As the CEO leaders event, we had Mr. Bob Prince that came out. He was on the panel. You had a guy from the city of Jacksonville. Oh, come on. So you had representatives from like different entities, basically. There was either a leader or a CEO, and they gave out. They provided a lot of information about their own story, moving forward in their career. So, and that's an annual. So, I get the drift. What you're saying. Definitely.
Yeah.
I'm definitely
Well,
going
maybe not change or add another one, but maybe this could be part of that
Yes.
program too.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. And a few other things, Mr. Ford, just to let you know. Our current membership is at 42. Of course, the majority of that is JTA employees. We have 25 JTA employees that's currently a member. 17 are non-JTA employees.
Well, you're going to grow, obviously,
Right.
non-JTA membership. Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm also using the Compto platform to encourage individuals to continue riding public transportation. In the area of we're especially JTA and JAA. We have a disinfected cleaning policy in place in which we clean the vehicles daily. So I am encouraging the community, encouraging of course the members and even JTA. If you utilize public transportation, be ensured that that the vehicles are going through the necessary steps, the safety precautions to keep our riders safe. So I'm gonna speak a little bit about that tomorrow at our monthly meeting, and that title is listed as Public Transit and COVID-19.
Hey, and I'm looking at my calendar. I believe I'm on the calendar to be at that meeting.
Okay. And this is
Yes, at 11:30.
yes, sir. Yes.
Yes.
And then
That is one of my goals for this year is to try and attend more of the meetings and events. So
mhm.
I've actually asked Violetta to put this on my calendar for the entire year, all of your meetings. So.
Okay, sounds good. And I think just two other things. I mentioned like the scholarship program. Last month we awarded 5 scholarships to students that's pursuing careers in transportation and logistics. Even though we didn't have our annual bowl-a-thon this year, we still had enough money in the scholarship bank to issue 5 scholarships. So we actually had all 5 recipients actually come to JTA. We took a nice photo, and the background was the JRTC. So we posted that on LinkedIn and got quite a bit of likes and comments about how nice the JRTC looks. So that was.
Yeah, I am not familiar. I don't know if I'm linked in with the local chapter. So let me take a look here.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, Um, I'm doing that.
And our board is going to be going through a training. National is providing training for the next 12 months. So each month there's different trainings that they're providing, and of course it's free. I believe this is a world-class based training on leadership development, which will equip the Compton board members in carrying out the mission. So I can definitely just send you a copy of that just to let you know or let you see the different topics of what they're trying to continue to train us on to make sure that we're following the bylaws and the Robert Rules of Order. Just educating us about the current events in transportation. So I just think that even though
the time to do that,
right, and I think even though we are in the COVID-19 and but we're continuing to educate ourselves, and I believe this training is going to transfer into just other career opportunities for our board members. So I'm definitely going to send that to you so you can just kind of lay your eyes on that. But yeah, that was
on the LinkedIn thing. Send me an invite to my LinkedIn, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then that way I'll go ahead and approve that, and then that way I'll kind of see what's the activity that you folks are doing.
Okay, sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think last but not least is this is really JTA related. The JRTC, the Braille signs. We're working with JTAG and the Mayor Disability Council to make sure that the Braille at the JRTC is high level for low vision individuals. So if low vision individuals,
we got some work to do there.
Yeah,
we got some work.
Well, the Braille should be finalized and placed up very soon. Now, when I say very soon, Mr. Ford, we are actually in the final stages to put the Braille up at the JRTC. We had the Braille at the Rosa Parks, but there's now another level of a more up-to-date Braille, and we just want to make sure that the JRTC has the most current Braille signs, for individual that needs it. And we're doing a great job, within the DBE program, and working with Ken Middleton and that team, and he's keeping us busy, of course.
Yes,
yeah,
it is.
yeah. So, but yes, I just appreciate you taking the time to speak to me.
No, this is great.
Yeah.
This is great. And I see here you've got an item related to career opportunities within the JTA.
Okay.
That's focused on you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. What I'd like for you to do, send me your resume.
Okay.
Then let's set up a call next week. So I'm not trying to multitask here. I've got to do a Zoom test at 1:10.
Okay. Okay.
I don't want to rush through that discussion. That discussion is very important to me, and I know it's important to you.
Yes, sir.
And so send me your resume, and then let's start. Let's have a conversation around your career, where you're at, and then what I may see as some opportunities or some advice I could give you as it relates to the JTA. Because I think you're right to focus on that. Far too often, people sit in a certain department in a certain area,
yes, sir.
and sit there too long.
Yes, sir.
That people see of you. They don't see any more of you.
Yes,
And the thing is, we got to start looking at what may be the right strategic move for you to make career-wise.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. I'll get that to you. And I know you have 1 minute left, but I'll definitely send that to you. And I appreciate that advice. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So just call Violetta and say we need another half hour or so next week.
Okay.
And I've got plenty of time. It's not like I'm traveling between meetings,
Okay.
so we could possibly make it next Tuesday around the same time.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Mr. Ford.
Oh, thank you.
All right.
And keep up the good work, and thank you for volunteering to do the Compton leadership role, because it's critical.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right.
All right. Take care. All right.